Hello everybody, welcome back to the fourth episode of Let's Play Anarchy Online. So we've just picking up where we last left off. We just equipped some newcomer armor. We got a batch of fresh new nano programs, including a damage over time. One thing I just realized that I forgot to do is I talked about the research, but I didn't actually assign any. So I think we will get our... I mean, all of these are good, actually, so I want to get all of them. I'm going to get this action right away. Now, this directs my research towards this choice, but I need to assign some experience to it. I mean, honestly, in the starter area, you might as well just kind of level fast and then get your research done, but I'm not playing this, in a super optimized way anyway, so we'll just go 50%. That'll sort of slow the pace down and give us time to really talk about everything as we go along. So half of all our experience is going to go into the research. Okay, the next thing that I want to take care of. So we need to go find this lady's armor, which is actually... It's right there. Oh no, not right there. It's right here, basically. That's the armor. So we gotta fight all these critters, which we'll do in a minute. But first, I want to talk to this Antonio guy, because he has a lot of cool recipes for trade skills. Now, like I said, we're not going to be a trade skill character, but these recipes don't require any investment of IP, and they will really... some of these recipes are really good. So first of all, we want to upgrade our weapon. So, what kind of weapon? We have a rifle. So he should give us a quest to make a better rifle. So for the quest, we needed... Aha, see, I was right. We needed this thing. So we need to buy some of his factories, so we'll do that. Yes, I would like to buy a shopping cart. Okay, so we need... Actually, we're going to need a bunch of these for the other stuff we're going to build. Alright, so that was the first step here, and now we combine that with our weapon. Now notice this weapon has self-supplied ammo, because it's just like a solar rifle, right? Solar powered. Renewables. Where did our quest go? Yeah, so this. Oh, I should have... Well, you didn't see it. But so I should have had a comparison. But our damage, you'll just have to trust me, the damage is now much higher on this rifle compared to the other rifle. It also gives us a nice bonus to max health, and we now have a fling shot, which is great. It'll give us something to do in combat. Actually, the ammo is still self-supplied. I thought at this point we might need to get some bullets or something, but no, it's still a solar-powered rifle, so that is awesome. So now we can use fling shot. I'm gonna go ahead and put the icon for fling shot up there, even though I don't need it. I'm going to use the keyboard shortcut, but at least here you'll see what the cooldown is. It's L by default is the hotkey for fling shot. Okay, so now we got a much better weapon. That is good. Let's talk to him again, because he has a few other recipes. The most important... do you only have weapons and weapons upgrades? Because I want more. So the most important are the bracers. You need to make 2 bracers. A HUD device is not bad either. The leather vest is not really necessary because we have the leveling newcomer's armor. So these guys are amazing, okay? A poison injector bracelet. So let's take a look at the item actually. Or here, you can take a look at the item there. So to equip it, you need agility and sense, whatever. It will add 3 poison damage. And I said, what's the point of that? But all the damage you do, no matter what your weapon normally does, now does poison damage. And you add 3 to that. So that's great because most things have good armor against whatever melee and energy, but their armor against poison is going to be lower. And plus, we're adding 3 damage. At our level, adding 3 damage is a huge deal. So we're going to get 2 of these. Now, how do we make them? We need... okay, so I did not remember correctly. We needed... Oh no, the venom samples, those we're going to get in a minute. What we need are the compression chambers. So I did not remember correctly. So we need compression chambers. I'm going to need 2 of those. And I also need... There's another thing I want to make. And I want to check the recipe for it. The HUD device, which is a range meter. So we need another targeting. But I was right, Wayne. I did need the power supply for something. Okay, so we need to go back to the robots to kill a bunch of the walking guys to get 1 more targeting interface. Then we need... I have the power supply. And we need 2 compression cylinder things. Those drop from those big kind of round fellows. So it looks like somebody's killed this little mini boss. So normally, of course, you can't just loot what somebody else has already killed, but after a bit of time passes, then you can loot, right? The corpse becomes available to all. Or if you looted it and then decided you don't want anything, then somebody else can take it. Sorry, I was just having a bunch of lag there, I guess, is what was happening. Where did the body go? So this is an old game. Sometimes, you know, bodies just kind of look like they teleport. Okay, we actually don't need any of this, but, you know, we are... We can use all the money we can get. So right now, those are just auto attacks that are one-shotting it. But remember, we have fling shot, which I just... well, honestly, I tried to do it, but actually... Oh, we got a venom sample from that flea, so that's good. That's 1 down. I tried to do fling shot, but my auto attack just one-shot him, so didn't even go off. Still no luck. Ah, there's 1, and we need 1 more. Because we want 2 bracers. So L, fling shot. Yeah, see those 2 shots went off pretty quickly, and it says here in the combat log, 13 points of fling shot damage. So fling shot, in terms of its power, is usually... It's kind of like a normal shot. Like a normal auto shot, if you will. So that's good, because that increases your damage. If you invest points into fling shot, right, over here, what does that do for you? So first of all, weapons that have... do we need this? No, we don't, but we'll sell it. Weapons that allow you to do fling shot will require you to have a certain amount of fling shot skill to equip them. So you might need to invest some IP in weapons, right, in order to be able to equip that weapon. But the other thing is that you need to, if you're going to use fling shot a lot, especially at the higher levels, then you want to invest points because it will reduce the cooldown of fling shot to have higher fling shot skill. But for us, I think we're not going to really have the IP to be maxing fling shot all the time, so we're just going to keep it as high as we can, as high as we need to, in order to equip the weapons that we want to use. So we're killing these dock workers because we need 1 more of those targeting things. And actually well, okay, so notice this flea is gray, which means we're not getting any experience from killing it, but So, but I still need the venom sample, but I don't really need to kill the gray fleas because the area we're going to next has a lot of fleas as well. Okay, so as I'm killing these guys, I guess I should kind of, oh, here we go. We've got our... Wait, is that what we needed? I forget. I think so. Yep. Alright, so we can start building some of these things. So I can kind of give you a rough idea of what the layout in terms of like how you level and what you do in this game. There are... Oh, it said it could not... Oh, because I picked the wrong item. There we go. We made the range meter. Here it is. So, why is this nice? Because it adds... It's a great item, right? It adds damage and adds initiative, so it adds speed. So it's a great all-around item. But we need perception to be at least 30. Really? So as a general rule, you don't want to... Oh, we leveled a bit. You don't want to just randomly keep spinning IP. So IP is valuable, right? So what I'm about to do is like wrong, right? So actually, well, maybe we can make it better. I think this nano will help us, right? Utility expertise, yeah, buffs perception by 20. So now my perception is high enough and you can equip it. So before you go spending IP to be able to equip something, always check to see if there's a buff that you can get that would boost, you know, what you need, and then you don't need to spend the IP. Okay, we need to get a couple more factories, and we need to make... I can make one poison bracelet. And... yeah... So like this, and like that. Okay, I'm gonna need 2 more factories, and I also need to sell... I need 2 more factories for the second bracelet I'm gonna make, and I'm going to sell all this extra junk, which we don't need. And this one we don't need, and that we don't need. And this... Okay. Done. Alright, so yes, so we were gonna go find this lady's armor, so let's go do that. Oh, on the way, a random guy here has a quest for us, so this is a bit of a comical quest. So first of all, let's admire this man's sense of fashion. AO has a lot of, like, I think it has a big social component to it. Obviously, it's not as active as it used to be, but, you know, a lot of people, when they played this game, they played it, you know, not as much necessarily to go and like do all the raids or whatever, but, you know, just to hang out. And there's a lot of emotes and a lot of sort of fashion items that you can wear. A lot of them are available with like veteran points, so if you're subscribed, you'll get those points and you can buy stuff at the shop. So this guy says, up with skirts, down with pants. Yeah, just a bit of a strange guy. This guy is actually in a very weird way, trying to explain insurance terminals. So I guess I should explain insurance terminals. If you die in Anarchy Online, you will lose... a few things will happen. First of all, you will lose the experience you've gained since the last level. Or since the last time you saved at an insurance terminal. Of course, you can get that experience back by... like, that experience isn't lost permanently, it's just kind of put in a buffer, and then as you play and gain more experience, you will kind of recoup that experience. So it's not the end of the world, it just kind of delays you. Now, this guy just killed us, just to show us how it works, because he's an asshole like that. The other thing that you notice is I've respawned right on this insurance terminal. So basically this like sets your home base And if you're desperate, you can use it to, you know, travel. Now the other thing that right now we're not suffering from, but because we're in like a low level. But normally when you die, you suffer like a resurrection sickness. So it's hard for you to you can't just kind of get back up and right in the fight again. It's going to take a while for all your skills to come back up. So that's quite annoying. But we're pretty low level, so that is sort of disabled for a while. Okay, as a reward, he has given us a fancy NCU build, which can take 3 slots, but it takes 76 computer science to equip, which I'm pretty sure we do not have. Still need to spend some IP, but yeah, we're a few levels away from that, so I'll store that for later. Okay, let's go find this lady's armor. Let's heal up a little bit. Good. Not only do we... Oh, let's see. I don't think, well, we're too close here to get an aim shot off, but we'll try to sneak up to some of the next guys. Also, these garbage fleas are the monsters that drop the venom sample that we need to make our second poison bracelet. Notice now that all our damage is poison damage. For some reason, a guard has come in here. I guess he's protecting me. Thank you, sir. Okay, I wasn't sneaking there, I was just kind of strafing. But looks like somebody maybe has just been here. Oh, let's see if we can aim shot it. Yeah. So, you know, aim shot obviously is very powerful, but only when you actually, you know, manage to pull it off. Okay, so this boss, you can see it has a lot of hit points. So we're actually going to try hard here. Now, I tried to hit it with Lesser Suspicious Death. But see, it says your target countered the nanoprogram. Countered the nanoprogram. Countered the nanoprogram. So its nano resist is too high, or my nano skills are too low. But finally I got it to run. So now I can see it here. We're gonna heal. I don't know if we can actually kill this. Oh, I know why we're having trouble, because there's another flea behind us. They're tag teaming us. So we're just gonna run away. Now this guy we can kill. And this guy we can kill. That boss though is a little tricky. We can try again. If these little ads keep respawning, that might prove to be some trouble. Let's... Oh, well, first of all, might as well, right? Let's top off our levels here. Let's get the most hit points we can get. Most importantly... Oh, man, I haven't boosted the rifle skill in forever, which is embarrassing. And let's get those nano skills up. Maybe we'll actually land the damage over time sooner. Okay, the rest doesn't matter right now. Okay, good. And our buffs are running. Our concealment buff is... Normally when you die, the buffs goes away. I guess when you're at lower level, that doesn't happen. Who knows? Okay, let's kill these guys in the way. I was gonna say hopefully before the big guy gets here, but apparently he doesn't care. Ah, I rooted him. So, you know, that can work. So the root is still running. Ah, but now it's... Okay, I got another root off on him. So this is classic root and shoot. Ah, but I ran away. I ran a bit too far And he's run back to his original position. I guess I should have kept him closer kept him more engaged in combat. Okay, but we're off to a good start because I got an aim shot on him from the beginning, and I got my dot to land on him really soon. So if you see here the damage that we're doing, each of our shots is doing like, 20, 40 damage. The dot is doing like 2 damage, right? Worth each tick, which is not a lot. But it's better than nothing. Okay, so look at all this stuff. Let's just loot it all, because why not? And just because it might respawn right away, so we'll look at it later. So because he's like a special boss, they just drop a whole bunch of stuff. Okay, we found the armor. And we got a level. Now we needed to find another venom sample, but we got one from the boss. Let's take a look at this random stuff we found. A dull two-handed blackjack. So this game is filled with random weapons, most of which are complete garbage. So you can tell that a weapon is garbage when, for example, well, these are bad examples. Let's see. Alright, these are all bad examples. So, weapons are garbage usually when they require more than one attack skill to use. None of these do that. These weapons are, I mean, at the low levels, most weapons might seem like they're, pretty good. Very soon, though, you'll discover that there are some weapon lines that are just better than others. And using the item databases is a good way to compare weapons. By the way, why we're coming here is because there's a credit card that you can find, which is a sort of side quest that we can turn in. Okay, so we got a bunch of random weapons, like here, this is a crystal that engineers can wield, and it gives them a little buff to stuff, right? And we got like a assault rifle, and we got a pistol, and we got some armor. We got, and here's the prototype that we were supposed to go pick up. Oh, what happened? Oh, we rubber banded. And we got a nanocrystal, which is limited grid jump team. So this sounds like a fixer nano. Yeah. Yeah, so we don't need... So this is like a team run speed buff, which is a typical thing that fixers have. Okay, let's make our... before I forget, let's make our second poison bracer. Let's equip it. Let's sell our junk. Now, I don't know if this nanocrystal, this fixer nanocrystal, can be used. So most professions' nanocrystals can be used when you're an agent in false profession, but not all of them. So there's some, like, the really unique ones can't be used. So we'll hang on to this and see if we can use it later. Okay, let's turn in this quest. I found the stolen armor. Oh, I misclicked. I do not want to delete it. Okay. And she sends us on to Vernon Godfrey. Now notice when we picked up the credit card, we got two options. One is to steal the credits, which would give us money, or we deliver it, which will give us a med suit. Now, and this is the person who wants, this is her credit card, so we're going to talk to her. Now, the med suit is actually worth a lot more than that money, so we're going to take the med suit. It's not worth money to sell it, but a med suit is useful, and so having one now, saves us from having to buy one in the future. The med suit right now is packed in. It's a full set of armor, so it's 6 pieces. But as long as we don't right click it, it'll stay compact. Obviously, later we're gonna have a bank, and we can dump all this stuff in the bank. For now, we just gotta drag it with us. This increases treatment, which is important for implants, which we're not gonna talk about today. So actually, this is a good time to end the episode. We will talk about other things. I think implants are probably soon to be on the list. Maybe next episode we'll get into implants. Anyways, I hope you've enjoyed. We did a lot of upgrades today, and I will see you in the next episode. Take care.